it does look like Vici
Gaming's turn to ban.
are looking... Well, Centaur should be the offlaner. Is this Timbersaw going to be... Well, we've been seeing Timber offlane a lot. Did they play Timbersaw yesterday? No. Huh.
10 seconds remaining.
Trying to figure out where they want this Timber at the moment.
5 seconds remaining.
And they banned the Medusa. I mean, you could throw the Timbersaw safe lane or mid. So the Centaur in the off lane, Dazzle 4, Rubik 4, Dazzle 5. And then for Room 310, they need a mid. So we'll see what they want to go with. DK is still available for them. Been seeing a lot of Queen of Pain, but I don't think Queen of Pain really fits. I mean, yeah, I don't think Queen of Pain's going to be good here. But DK's always a very safe pick. Tanky, has a stun, outputs a good amount of damage. So we'll see what they want to ban on Vici. They've got the first 5th pick here.
Vici Gaming.
And they ban Huskar, which is understandable if they don't want him himself. They do have an Omni Knight here. It's so interesting to compare all the qualifiers that have happened here for China.
Dire team pick.
And they go TB. So yeah, that should be a mid-timber, safe lane TB, off lane Centaur. I mean, you've got King Gaming, who is at the last minor. eHome, who won the last minor. And then LGD, who've been solid through and through. I mean, that gives you Vici and Aster here with RNG already qualifying.
5 seconds remaining.
So it's nuts. There are a lot of Chinese teams here that have opportunities for sure. Let's see what Room 310 are going to bring to the table. I mean, Night Stalker, Jakiro, Omni Knight, CK. Don't see Omni Knight or Night Stalker that often. Hell, I mean, CK recently has been pretty popular. And if they go Dragon Knight, they've got 3 Knights on their team. With a Night Star, they've got 4 Knights on their team. It's the nighttime strat. Go Dragon Knight. Just make it easy. We've got 23 seconds here. I do hope they pick up a stun for mid. Although against this Timbersaw, the Dragon Knight... Oh, God. Puck.
Choose your hero.
Okay. Well, they didn't go what I wanted. I think the Puck's the better pick here. I just wanted 4 Knights. Gotta learn these guys on Room 310. I mean, you've got D-Stones, who's going to be playing the mid. And then other than that, I mean, for the most part, nobody's really going to know the team. Xiaoyu is, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, is supposed to be the safe laner here. And then their drafter is their 4 position.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Meliodas. Meliodas is their 4, or is their 3, so that's an offlane Night Stalker. 4, 5, 2. Yeah, safe lane CK. And then detachment is their 5. I get lost sometimes with these, like, odd, out-of-sort names. But then you've got Paparazzi here on the Terrorblade, Ori on the Timber, Fade with the Rubik, who doesn't have the Rubik Arcana, Yang with the Centaur, DY with the Dazzle. And I like Yang's Centaur play. Personally, I have to give this game to Vici. I do think that Room310 with that puck pick got a good upgrade on the lockdown that I think that they needed. I just don't know if they have enough here. Not only do you have 2 tanky heroes of Timbersaw and Centaur, but, I mean, those guys are going to be frontlining for the TB. How do you get to the backlines on this? Let me put my settings up.
Prepare
Beautiful, beautiful.
Been a little while since I've cast Dota, a couple days. But let's see. I personally think Vici as the full 5-man roster are going to be fine. By the way, I don't know if anybody from Vici or any of the teams that are sponsored by HO Jeans are listening, but I love casting Chinese Dota, and I would certainly wear a pair of HO Jeans. As you can already tell, I'm such a huge sellout that I would say that on stream. Come on. I wear jeans all the time. I'm always trying to look good. Just not down to spend a crazy amount of money plus shipping. But I will wear the shit out of those jeans. So let's get to this. Looks like they're going to throw the Night Stalker over top. That throws their safe laner or their 1 position in the off lane, which will be the CK. We'll see if the Omni Knight and the Jakiro stay, depending on how this Night Stalker is going to play. And you've got the Dazzle here with Rubik and the TB. So yeah, it looks like the 1 positions are starting in the off lane. And this ward's going to spot the Night Stalker already. And then we take a look over mid. You've got the puck against the Timber. I think Ori, not much Ori's going to be able to really do aggression-wise early. He'll have Whirling Death. If D-Stones finds himself in a bad spot, maybe he dies, but I doubt that's what way this lane's going to play out. We've got the Omni Knight, who's now TP top into the hands of the Tri-Lane that's here. And it's level 1, not taken for the Dazzle yet, but Fade Bolt here for Rubik early. And Paparazzi should be holding for a Metamorphosis. Maybe level 2 they get a kill, and that's when he pops the meta with Telekinesis to throw him back. Poison Touch thrown down with Fade Bolt, and then Metamorphosis immediately popped. But now that they've got that rotation out, they've Yang in the safe lane for them, and Timber getting really low. D-Stone's doing a relatively good job. This is the first time I've seen D-Stone's on puck, too, casting-wise. His hero pool when he was on Aster seemed very small. It's something that I think he's kind of growing out of, and I think that's why this team has found its success, has been the growth of these players on the team. So I'm really interested to see if D-Stones is going to be able to do much for his team. Because one of the things that I noticed with D-Stones is he was heavily reliant, as was Love You Love Me, on Sylar and XSS succeeding. So is this a team where D-Stones has to succeed for this team to do well? Does that put enough pressure on D-Stones to maybe change it up? And that's telekinesis into the hoof stomp. Stun comes out, but it's only a second long. Detachment on the run. This could be first blood here for Vici, and will be. How would Centaur wear the H.O. jeans? That's all I need to know. And that's that early retaliate. That's retaliate level 2. He doesn't even go into the double edge. It will be telekinesis into the hoof stomp. Then you'll have retaliate level 2. You do so much damage early on that if you're going to be this Jakiro support, you have to be sitting back a little bit more. 1-0 early here for Vici, as well as about a 1,000 net worth lead. And you've got Fade sitting invis, so they probably are going to set up for the same thing. And the mana doesn't line up yet for the telekinesis and the Fade bolt without using that mango. But if they're going to be able to get themselves a kill in this lane, they'll more than certainly use it to get themselves a kill. And meanwhile, over top, this is the Night Stalker pushed away from the lane as Metamorphosis comes out. DY has gone 101 with a point ready to go. Velodas had to move back for at least a moment, and that's going to open it up a little bit here for Paparazzi, who's sitting 17-7. For right now, Omni Knight, one of the D-Gen Aura, and one into Heavenly Grace. For all you guys unfamiliar with that change, keep it up on the screen for a little bit for you. So there's all the 7.21 changes that you need to know, as you don't get to see Omni Knight too often.
No sorceries avail.
They've got level 4 here still, yeah, avoiding that double edge, surprisingly enough. And now that the Timbersaw's got a couple of levels here, I mean, there's not really much D-Stones can do in terms of aggression either. It's 3 into the reactive armor already for Ori. He's regenning at such a rate, and look at that. He already has to push out D-Stones, and now he makes them make the decision. Are you going to jaunt to that Illusory Orb, or are you going to waste it? You've now wasted mana, and you have to be forced back, but he's got the regen rune, so it's not really going to matter too much to him. But that's that kind of style that Ori plays, where he makes you make a decision like that. Something hyper-aggressive is. DY goes down, and so does Fade, but they get the kill on a detachment. Yang gets himself a second. You lose 2 supports here as the Night Stalker gets the kill. He got quite low, but getting himself at least something. He's sitting 16-1 of the 29-13 of this Terrorblade. So one of the things that is probably the best pro of Vici when you go to pros cons is their laning stage. I think that they have played some very reliable laning stages, and they play very reliable in the laning stage all the time. And there's Metamorphosis coming out. They have the Heavenly Grace here on the Omni Knight, but the telekinesis comes through, drops him down right at the feet of these 3 heroes for the side of Vici. They'll get the kill on to the Omni Knight, and we're gonna chase a little bit onto the TV because they've got the puck coming in. D-Stones comes through, he gets the Dream Coil out, and now no level 6 for the Terrorblade, but more than enough damage, and D-Stones has put himself into a lot of trouble. Double kill here for Paparazzi. Down goes Melodas, and there goes D-Stones. They look over at the Omni Knight, who has to just about face and run. They thought that they could come at Paparazzi, and they thought wrong.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That's insane.
Dire's structures are fortified.
I mean, just outright over aggression right there.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Ice Path. Wolfgang trying to get the kill here on the Yang. This is going to be a dive past the tier 2 tower. Reality Rift, but there's the hoof stomp. They'll get the stun out on a Wolfgang, and now they go after detachment, but the dual breath comes out once again. They look over at DY. There's quite a bit of damage coming through as they move over Fade. Detachment will fall, and now it's all about Wolfgang getting out of this one.
Who is the ultimate magus? That's right. I am.
And they find the ward, so good amount of gold coming the way of Vici. And Vici already up 3,000 net worth 8 minutes in. I mean, this is what Vici run on, and one of the things I would say that goes to the cons of Vici is that sometimes they just let go of these kind of leads. They get ahead of themselves. They get over-aggressive. They find themselves a 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 net worth lead, and then they go in a little bit too aggressive, and they find themselves falling. But here, we take a look. Room310, they go in. Good phase shift there to avoid the stun, but the stun comes out from the CK going after Yang. And they will get the Stampede off, but the Reality Rift comes in. It's not going to matter. He's still out of here. Illusory Orb searching, but no one home. We've got the Salve, Fade Bolt thrown at D-Stones, also hits onto the Omni Knight. They're not going to chase this. Meanwhile, Detachment all the way over mid is just dead to Ori, who's been sitting in this lane uncontested for a couple of minutes now. Not only that, but Paparazzi, he's up there too, just about 4,000 net worth. You gotta do something, and this is the impeccable laning stage that Vici produces time after time. And then you question yourself, what do we do as we give up this lead? And basically what this perfect laning stage allows them to do, getting this tier 1 tower over mid, allows them to play in this aggressive steam. We take a look over the Night Stalker. He's going to go over after Paparazzi, who doesn't have Sunder. He actually has not skilled it yet. He's not level 8. Fade goes down over bottom, and now they try to turn this around as DY throws the Poison Touch out onto the Night Stalker. He continues to chase, and under the tier 1 tower, nobody coming over, and he'll just get a kill. Nobody rotates in. You've got Ori pushing the lane, continuing to farm, but that's not helping your supports and just allowing for an easy pickoff. So, again, I mean, the Terrorblade, it's definitely a greedier over top. Nice Stalker, very dead. Ori gets the kill. A bit greedy to not go for the Sunder, but he wasn't really being pressured enough for him to feel the necessity of taking it. D-Stones, he comes top again. I don't know, good glyph there, so the Illusory Orb doesn't take out the creeps. And now the Dream Coil will be used. Ori forced to stay there. Unable to Timber Chain, unable to move. They send over a couple of reinforcements for the side of Room310. The Illusory Orb comes out, to jaunt over to it. Macro Pyre laid down with the Chakram thrown. A couple of these heroes whips in, whips out. I mean, Ori has just been constantly putting in pressure here, and now Melodas has to be careful. You can't just run into the face of a Timbersaw who's this farm. Almost level 10. You take a look over back at the Terrorblade, who's now level 8. Holding a skill point, I would believe, just in case he needs the Sunder. But he'll hit level 9 before that, and he'll finally put it into the Sunder and take a level 3 onto the Metamorphosis. So 4 into the Conjure image early like that. I mean, that is pretty aggressive. Over mid, looks like they're gonna fight. Wolfgang comes over, he'll use that Phantasm. The Ice Path lands on Ori. They continue to chase after Yang, who's got the Shallow Grave placed on him via the Dazzle. But continuing to move in will be the Night Stalker, and now back over is gonna be Ori. The Stampede comes out, and they'll stamp all over the Night Stalker, but they won't get the kill just yet. They've got themselves the Shadow Wave, not enough damage, and maybe the tower finishes him off, but he's gonna stay alive with a little bit of health. Meanwhile, Ori just dealing with the rest of the team. Come at me, big man. And Meliodas came back in. What are you doing? I don't understand that.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So Heavenly Grace here. Picked up for Fade. Level 3, too. And that status resistance is quite nice. These stones, now, again, do you make that decision to go back? And he actually has the open space to do so.
Radiant are scanning.
Macropyre just opens up the trees and kills some creeps, but it will TP out, so it's not gonna matter. I mean, okay, so I wish I could throw up a heat map, but I'm no producer here with what I've got at my capabilities on this at-home computer. But I'd love to see a heat map of probably Ori sitting right here for I don't know how long, but it's been a while. Green Coil. Got the silence, Fade in a little bit of trouble. The telekinesis comes out, the Shallow Grave comes through, and now he's trying to just TP away, and will successfully do so. So DY coming through, Fade stays alive. This has been a perfect game from Vici for the most part. Stampede comes out as they'll get the kill over on the Omni Knight top. And again, Yang. I feel like this is a little bit of a fire under the ass of Yang.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Certainly is a fire under the ass of Fade, that's for sure.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And if there was a flame that had the words of, do you want to get benched for aggressive again?
Dire's middle tower
Right
has
under
fallen.
him. I mean, that's definitely enough motivation in my eyes.
This sustains good remains.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So I've got the Armwood on the CK. Not doing poorly in terms of farm. Going for the Diffusal Blade next. He had picked up a Midas before that. And then you look at the Terror Blade, who's already got the Manta style finished off with 2 Wraith Bands. Green Coil comes out. Hoof Stomp. So much damage so quickly. And D-Stone's just caught in no man's land. Thinking he could get out like that. Meanwhile, Omni Knight spotted. TP comes out, he'll take Purification. Ori comes over, and now the Phantasm gets used with the Reality Rift. Fade, see you later. Those illusions hit hard, and they will make you pay. But now coming in with is Yang with the 2-man stun. Macropyre laid down with the silence placed by Night Stalker on the Timber Saw. They'll chase him, but Stampede's gonna help him escape, and Yang TP's out as well. So they get just a Rubik. And if you take a look at these ultimate diamonds, well, they're all used. Night Stalker's is back up in 7. It wasn't used in that previous fight, but you get my drift. Blink, Hoof Stomp once again, easy kill. Ooh. Yang's liking this 3 slot again. You ain't taking my spot, aggressive. It ain't happening again.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Paparazzi. Okay, I'll just farm bottom. Here we go. Push bottom, take a tower. Metamorphosis used. They continue to push. They're up 6,000 net worth. Omni Knight sitting here. Nothing into the Guardian Angel. And now the Blink Hook Stomp comes out once again. Double Edge on top of that. An easy kill here for Vici. Ori gets another one. He's dominating. He'll continue to invade the base. Meanwhile, Metamorphosis over bottom. Let's just zoom out all the way because we want to see both towers get abused. Used and abused. The silence comes out. The Dream Coil is going to land on a couple of these heroes on the side of Vici. They'll also get the Dual Breath out. As meanwhile, on the back lines, Nightstalker trying to get a couple of kills here. But here comes Ori, and Yang gets the dominating spree here for him. And that's another one dead on the side of Room 310. 18 minutes in. They're going for the set of racks. Ori moves forward with the Whirling Death. That's going to hit on a Wolfgang, who's got the Heavenly Grace on top of him. Illusory Orb over. Macro Pyreway down in a decent spot. That's kind of cutting off the fight, but, well, they'll just back off. So they took a tier 3. Their fee of admission there was Metamorphosis. I mean, there's not much to say other than Room 310 have not found much of anything. Stampede comes out, and that's to help Ori, or at least try to get Ori out of here. And now the Reality Rift comes up with the Fable coming through. They've got the stun, and they will take him out. The dominating spree taken away, and the Reality Rift just not gonna find Fade at all. The whole time, it's just been Ori making space here for Paparazzi. And it's, what, 215 last hits here, 121 for the CK. Picks up a Blink Dagger, but again, I don't know how much that's really going to help. Oh. Gotta be careful. Smoke comes out. Hey, guys.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So let's see what they could do. I mean, they saw the smoke. They know where to stay away. They've got Ori over top, who is by himself for the moment. So let's see what happens. Well, they won't find him. Here we go again.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
There's the Metamorphosis coming through. Ice Path immediately lands on the two heroes. Yang and Paparazzi get caught for a moment. Nightstalker coming onto the back lines, but again, is this the spot you want to be in? They'll have to try and get the CK through. Two heroes are silenced. Here comes the CK. Reality Rift comes through, and they'll... Oh, is Fade there? He's already gone! But there's the Timber Chin with the Whirling Death on top of Wolfgang. They'll get themselves the Ocean from the Omni Knight, and they'll look over. Paparazzi can't get the Sunder off. They get the kill! Two heroes dead on the side of Vici. They'll finally lose the Omni Knight. They go up to the CK. They've got three heroes here for the side of Vici. They don't need Paparazzi. Take your song back, Lady Gaga, because we don't need no Paparazzi. Blink, Hoof Stomp, that comes in. DY finally dead. The Reality Rift comes through, and now they've got the Chakram thrown into D-Stones, but it's not going to be enough just yet. They'll get the kill onto Yang. Four heroes dead on the side of Vici. Reality Rift comes in one more time, or he's trying to run away. That's such a tanky hero. There's nothing you can do to kill this man. All right, I misspoke. Never mind, they could kill this man. You got to run. You need to run. Oh, boy. Oh god, Fade. What have you done? I may or may not have jinxed Ori. And if I did, that's my apologies.
Haste.
So 4,000 net worth lead. Room310 showing some promise. The experience is back at even.
Dire are scanning.
CK, he was going for a defusal a long time ago, but has switched off to the blink dagger, now going to the heart. Hits relatively hard. You've got Yang, who's just, well, looked tanky. More Ori that's tanky. And they are starting to come over bottom to try and get this kill on a Yang, who will blink away.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
The TV was unable to get that Sunder off in that last fight. They'll take the top shrine. Paparazzi again, grabbing his team some buildings. You know, continue to farm. He's got the butterfly. He's got the Manta style. He's going into the BKB. Get together again over mid. Nightstalker in a lot of trouble. Ori comes in one more time with the dual breath hitting, and now the silence will come in from the Puck and the Dream Coil. That's going to land onto 3 of these heroes. They've got themselves the ulti from the Omni Knight and the Metamorphosis, or not the Metamorphosis, it's actually going to be the Macro Pyre laid down by Jakiro and the Metamorphosis used. 4-second stun on Ori. Backing off will be Room310, and all these things popped for the side of the Radiant team, aka Vici. They get D-stones. Okay, I thought they weren't going to find anything, and they get D-stones. Also go into Roche. No Dream Coil. No stun. No Guardian Angel. No Macro Fire. Not really much to kind of get on. Just in the hands of Paparazzi. Can't use that Sunder. Doesn't matter. You're going to have another life anyway.
Sustains.
So 6,000 net worth lead here. Metamorphosis up in 80 seconds, so just over a minute. Omni Knight has almost nothing right now. This is crazy. The BKB is picked up for terribly, so these fights, I mean, the next one with the Aegis, BKB, Metamorphosis, things are going to get a lot easier here for the TV, especially to try and get that Sunder off. If DY can find himself in the right spot to keep Terrorblade alive with a shallow grave, then, I mean, from there, it gets pretty easy. Blink. Sami was kind of just standing there mid, asking for that. Silence again is out onto 2 of these heroes. That's going to be onto the TV as well as the Centaur. He's silenced still. Finally getting away will be the Night Stalker. The Blink with the Hoof Stomp. Sunder to start. And D-Stones is just dead. The immediate buyback comes out, and now they've got Metamorphosis to go. The buyback from the Night Stalkers, they get the kill on a Melados. They'll take the tier 3 over a mid, and again, he'll come forward. Blink, Host Stomp lands on 2, but here comes D-Stones. He's got the silence as well as the Dream Core. That's going to land on the 2 of these heroes. This is actually going to be Fade and Ori locked in. The Ice Path comes through as well. But there's the Stolen Guardian Angel! Whew. Fade. Boy, oh boy, is it good to be back. And now they look over at Detachment. He tries to run away. Back to the buildings they go. And then on the back lines, D-Stones, you just bought back. You need to be careful. You don't have your CK, and that's going to be it. For his life, down goes the Omni Knight. He's gone for 40 seconds, no buyback. And GG, just like that, is going to be called.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Vici.
Well, at least I didn't jinx the game, right, Ori? Right. Good. We're on the same page. Vici had a bit of a moment where I thought they were going to throw that back. It kind of scared me. But other than that, I mean, that was a clean game. Looked really good. Looked real clean. What else can you really say? I mean, look at this graph. It was almost always in their favor. The only thing that wasn't was experience for a split second, but they got that back real quick. 5-1 and 8. Free farming paparazzi. You're asking for trouble. Really, really asking for trouble on that one. And it just, I don't know. Ori was playing in a hyper-aggressive area, making the open space for paparazzi. You had Yang, who got an early blink dagger. He was able to make a lot of space, a lot of moves with Ori, Fade, and DY. So overall, Room310, they never really had an advantage. There was a moment where I thought they could bring it back, but it was short-lived. So Vici, they're up 1-0. We'll be back with game 2 in just a moment. I'm going to get some more water, blow my nose, and maybe, you know, a nice 3130 pair of HLA jeans. Anybody listening? HLA jeans? No? Okay. Sell out again. Didn't work. We'll be back.